Hello boys and girls, we are back on Clash Royale today. We're going to play some Chaos. We'll randomize the deck so we don't play the same one as last time. And then remove something for the Ronin. I'm going to keep it a big one. Last time we played, I think I was waiting all 5 modifiers to try and get an offensive, an offensive graveyard upgrade. And then when we did, it wasn't the last upgrade. And I didn't even get to use it because this guy got the ditties in the barrel straight on my tower, and I just instantly lost. So we'll place the graveyard with the Ronin, just so we can try and finish the little challenge on the left, I suppose, for the emotes. I really hope this guy isn't playing Golem, but I suppose what can I do about it? Now, today's topic we're going to talk about, I'm not sure how difficult it's going to be to discuss something while trying to focus playing, while trying to play this dog shit ass game mode. We'll go with the Ronin for it, I guess. Oh, marked. Was it damage, buddy? Okay, we'll get both of them with the log. It's a little bit more taboo, I suppose. Maybe if you're sensitive, we'll go with the Musketeer, why not? If you're sensitive, I would recommend not listening. Maybe go on mute or maybe just don't watch. But I wanted to discuss a little bit about therapy and how normalized. Level 8 Musketeer, by the way. Watch this. Anyway, and how normalized therapy is. Now, let's be honest, okay? If you therapy, you know, a therapist is obviously a doctor. You know, it's a little bit arguable whether it's a real doctor or not. Let's go with the poison. But either way, you know, most people would describe a therapist as a doctor. Now, any other sort of condition, okay, where you would go and see any other sort of doctor, would, I think, spawns Dr. Goblinstein on defeat, I guess. Or does it mean defeat of the enemy? I assume. Anyway, anytime you would go to see a doctor, alright, that would mean that you're ill, or you're unwell, or that there is something wrong. You know what I mean? So, why is it so normal? I'm not sure what that Ice Wizard does, by the way, so go with the poison. So, I'm not sure why it's normalized for a to go and see a doctor for therapy reasons. Surely therapy should also only be a like a temporary thing, you know. I'm literally just poison cycling this guy, by the way. But yeah, therapy surely should only be a temporary thing. Going to see a therapist every day really isn't normal, you know. And I don't know why it's been, you know, normalized. As to go and see a therapist every day. Now, it's much more of an American thing than it is an English one or a British one, whichever one you want to call it. But either way, there is a lot of people there. Yeah, now that's see therapy, especially compared to normal. This guy got the OPS fuck ability, but I think it's too little, too late, unfortunately. Just go with the poison, because why not? Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm too. I don't know what the word would be because the Ice Wizard just like fully freezes. Whatever. I'm not sure how to phrase it because I'm not someone who needs therapy. Not that I've never had any, you know, traumatic experiences in my life. But you know, I'm mentally well enough to be able to deal with it myself without having to, you know, have someone else what would be the word? Guide me through it, I suppose. Not that there's anything particularly wrong with needing that. You know, I do personally, you know, not to hate, I do believe that you should be able to these are both shit, by the way. I do believe you should be mentally strong enough on your own to tackle your own challenges, and I also do believe that someone like a therapist or a social worker or someone like that doesn't actually have your best interests at heart. Whether that's a bad take or not, I mean, you can agree, you can disagree, but I don't think that a lot of these people have a little bit annoying. I would have preferred to get the Mega Knight deflect, but what can you do? Let's get the Estes live, easy defense deluxe. What was I saying? So I just maybe that's also a trauma response. The fact that I don't really what's the word? I really wish my knight would have killed him there. What can you do? Guess we'll go with the chain because the boomerang one's kind of shit. Maybe it's a trauma response to not welcome help from other people, especially people you don't know. But I don't know. I think on average, it's less likely someone to holy mog. I think it's more likely for someone to not look out for you and more hate on you than it is for them to actually want the best for you, if you know what I mean. Maybe that's like a poor mindset to have, but whatever. Who cares? Yeah, so the point is, okay, imagine you've got I don't know, some sort of virus, okay? Just gonna go with a log so I can go with oh, I forgot about the chain Tesla actually. Imagine you've got some sort of virus, okay, you've got a stomach bug. And you go to the doctors and you get some what do I take? I don't know what it gives us. Okay, I'll give us the poison. That's fine. Go with the doctor in some front, because why not? I'm not a doctor, so I'm not sure. But say you get some amoxicillin for I don't know. So you got a chest infection, okay? And you've been given I forgot that it changed my poison. Okay, that's a little bit annoying, but what can I do? So you get some antibiotics for whatever's wrong with you. You then take that course of antibiotics for a week, 2 weeks, however long the thing is, okay? And then you come back. Evo Bats is kind of crazy. You come back. Really, bitch. You come back. You talk to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh yeah, okay, the antibiotics worked. You haven't got a chest infection anymore." Why have I gotten 3 poison abilities in one game? Yeah, so you go to the doctors, he gives you the antibiotics, you take the antibiotics, and then he goes, okay, W, you're all fixed, you haven't got a chest infection anymore, you're good to go. You don't then stay at the doctors. You know what I mean? You don't then go back to the doctors and be like, I think I need some more drugs, you know? Oh, I don't know, YouTube doesn't ban me for that. Yeah, but you then don't visit the doctors until you again have something else wrong. Now, is it okay to this might be a terrible poison, by the way. I hope I don't lose. I don't know how there's so many pigs. What the fuck's going on? Did I take a different Tesla ability? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So where the fuck has my Ronin gone, bro? It's just out of the map. What the fuck is that? Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So it's of course fair enough if there was another problem and you had to go to the doctors for something else, you know. This one's fast as fuck. We'll do the Ronin, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, but if you had another problem, you know, say you come in again and you do have a bad stomach, the doctor will of course prescribe you something else. But once you finish that first thing of antibiotics, you don't then go to the doctors again, you know? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, why is it that someone constantly visits the doctor, but for the same reason? Of course, you could argue, you know, maybe, holy moly, you could argue maybe, you know, the person's not over it or whatever, so they do still have the virus. But there's no way, if after months and months and months, possibly even years, right, of going to the doctor or whatever, that you still have to go for go to the therapist, sorry, that you still have to go for the same issue. If that is true, then it's also simply true that that therapist obviously mustn't be doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to a therapist for comfort, you know, that person, you know, makes you feel good or whatever, you know, they make you happy, then I'm sorry to tell you, but you're just paying for a friend, and the therapist isn't your friend. You know what I mean? Like, quite literally, it's like it's at that point is very similar to a babysitter. therapist then becomes an adult babysitter. You know, you go. The only difference is rather than the babysitter coming to your house, you go to the babysitter's house. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater, but to me, if a therapist is a real doctor, not necessarily hate on therapy and say that go with the Tesla, I suppose. Not hate on therapy and say that it's not like a real profession or whatever. I suppose there are people who well, I mean, obviously there's people who need it. But it's just to say that I don't know. But going up against Night Witch again isn't ideal, so we'll go with the Ronin in the front. Just to see what we can get. We'll go with the Niche Spirit as well, because why not? Do have the Goofy Art Tesla, which I actually haven't used before. So we'll go with that. And then go with the Prince on the Ewas. Now, I always say let the barrel go, but I've got a log in hand, so still a positive one. Ronan absolutely mogs my what's his name? My Dark Prince. Oh, I completely forgot about the lower level thing. That's fine. We do have the OP as fuck deflecting Ronan. Let's see if we can get something cool on that. Did have arrows, but apart from the arrows, I don't remember him playing any ranged units apart from the Ewas as well. But I'm not sure if I don't think he would deflect the Ewas, would he? No, he doesn't. So funny though. Ewas chain attack 5 enemies. Okay. It seems he's like oh. Oopsies. That's fine. Bro, come on. I was trying to read the descriptions, man. Like, what sort of bullshit is that? For frick's sake. Whatever. What can you do? Let's see. What does the baby dragon one do? Fireball attacks. Okay. Now he has Ronin in cycle, so I don't really want to go with the Dark Prince. Ooh, spawns Lumberjack. Huge. That's insane to get as a third modifier. Let's see. What does the enemy get, man? I hate having to wait 15 seconds for the thing. I just go for a poison and then depends on what he plays, really. Yeah, maybe he just doesn't play. Hello? Lebro, bro. Do you want to play the game, man? Do you want to play the game, man? I completely forgot I had Lumberjack the log. Well, looks like Trainer Adrian has given up on this occasion, and the last game will be a nice and easy one. So I hope anyone who does see a therapist on a regular isn't upset by my comments, but maybe you can help me understand, I suppose. Otherwise, see you. Well,